Good morning. My name is Hardi Tamm. I'm chairman of Estonian Dairy Cluster, and I have been asked to share with you our experience how to build cross-border operational groups. Cluster itself was established as NGO 2015. We have 23 members, 7 partners from different R&D institutions. And importantly, we established already in establishing NGO implemented APE principles, although the registration itself took part 2 years later. Mostly our members are farmers, also 2 dairy companies, 1 dairy society, and importantly, we have chosen a focused approach. That means cluster deals with innovation R&D only, and Estonian Chamber of Agriculture and Commerce as one of our members deals with other issues. Besides of our innovation projects, we also have contributed into Estonian Rural Development Plan, long-term strategy, and some other issues. And that is the way how our members see us going. From activity report, it's important to say that before one may think about cross-border cooperation, its capability and interactive network are important things to think about. So we have received several fundings from other measures, first in 2016 for our wider program, and second for digitalization in 2019. So for that moment, we have worked for some years when we have signed a cross-border cooperation with Finns. That is the first example in Europe, and we are leader of this cooperation. We can confirm that this cooperation has been useful for both sides. Both countries has got new project Finns 2019, we 2020, and we have recently submitted another application together with Swedes and Germany, so we have increasing our network. Also should be looked difficulties in cross-border cooperation, and mostly that is dependent on member states' interest. They typically would like to support their own regions. Given the circumstances, many of them can't arrange cooperation between its own regions. Bureaucracy in many countries is a problem, but also these groups are very different. Are they APE groups or operational groups? Many of them can be very small, depending on legislation. But important is to say that this regional cooperation has been very positive and very strong influence. So it shouldn't be seen in conflict with if those intentions where the reach to global level is intended. Typically, OG ability is weak. That means wider or larger funding are unreachable, and the biggest problem is synchronization. So we see only member states perspective, not EU, and we don't demand that on measure level. From our experience, we can confirm that specific incentives are definitely needed. That means if we look our case, from 4 calls, only 1 was where cooperation partnership was mandatory. Information about Finnish and Swedish groups was available. Other countries didn't have call coming, and we were able to find similar topic out of 2 Finnish groups. Finns got extra points, but cooperation wasn't necessary. Swedes were more region focused, but as you see, synchronization is a problem, and we didn't receive any info that before our attention any partnership were looked for. In terms of suggestions, timing is crucial. If you would like to do that, you should demand cooperation in measure and probably offer extra points as a bonus, higher funding rate or higher maximum funding level for cross-border cooperation projects. Also think about operation groups' capability building. They need to overcome language and cultural barriers. They need managerial skills much more. And if you are arranging cooperation, what do you expect from it? Do you select topics from long-term aims of EU, or they are still membership aims? Do you see complementary or concurrent skills? And importantly, if one partner fails, will then both fail simultaneously? So success, 1 + 1 is more than 2. Thank you.